Hey, what's up guys? Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is MC Kajambi, coming right away from Africa, and this is Black Unity. This is where the people from black people from America, black people from Asia, black people from the Caribbean, and all over the world, this is where we meet and interact with each other. So guys, if it's your first time to come across this channel, please consider subscribing today and hitting the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. Also, if you watch our videos and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. That will be great support and to me. And there are also, guys, there are also more ways that you can support me, guys, in this channel. You can also check on the description box. Also guys, let me introduce to you this project. So guys, this is my studio. This is where I create content from. You'll see this. So I'm building this studio for videos. So guys, I'm inviting you, anyone that is desiring and willing to participate in this project, you're much welcome. So that's my seat, and yeah. So guys, this is the project that I'm doing. I know I can finish it by myself, but I thought maybe someone would be happy to partner with me in bringing out a great studio. So the cost for the next milestone that I want to take is the roofing, and the cost is about $800. So if you desire to participate, you can check out my contacts there, and you can talk to me about it. You can also check out for my PayPal. It's also on the description box, and I will greatly appreciate it. Let's get into today's video. So guys, welcome in today's video. So in today's video, guys, I'm reacting to a video. There are several videos that have been being recommended to me, and I've thought, hey, let me just give my views regarding them. So there is this Malawian comedian. He makes his comedies, stand-up comedy in the UK, and there's something that have excited me, guys. He got the opportunity, and he is using it well. Black people here, black people are using every opportunity, every opportunity to speak for the black people's rights, and also remind they remind their oppressors. Those times, when you remind somebody of their mistakes, they are likely not going to repeat it again. But unfortunately, there are still some prejudices that exist. There are still some racism behaviors that exist, and oppressions against the black people. But guys, get to watch this video and see how this black comedian got the opportunity and used it to speak sense to a crowd of white people. And guys, watch these videos, then I'll come back with the comments.
Thank you for that welcome, and thank you, Amanda, for pushing that buzzer. Ever since you did it, my life has been bonkers. People approaching me on the road saying, well done, but the most common question I get is, you're from where? Is it Mali, Maui? It's Malawi. And if any of you don't know where that is, it's where Madonna adopted all the babies from. That's us. Yeah, you're jealous. I do miss my little brother. And Angelina took my sister, so. And I've been in the UK a while. I was tricked into moving here. But I know sometimes comedy, it's hard to laugh sometimes because the news is full of depressing stuff. But I think the thing is, it's misleading because amazing things happen every day, little acts of kindness, but they don't report it. They put it on page 10, they open with the doom and gloom. If the BBC News was a mate of yours, you'd never go over. Look, I'm not going to that depressing barbecue. I'm gonna hang out with Cartoon Network. But it's an amazing time to be alive. People say stuff like, I miss the good old days. The good old days were terrible. We've got amazing stuff. We've got Wi-Fi. We've got rights. Women can vote. I'm black. 200 years ago, this would have been an auction. press is a lot worse than your press here. I'll tell you. Like, I did the first ever comedy show in Malawi, which isn't an accomplishment. I'm the only stand-up comedian, right? And I called the local press and said, send a reporter. The editor said, why don't you write the review yourself? Huh? You give me some money, I will say we wrote it. I was disgusted by the total lack of integrity in the Malawian press. But wow, that was the best review I ever got. 7 stars. He's a genius. The African Michael McIntyre. But it's crazy I'm on television right now because my ex always felt I wasn't ambitious enough. She always used to be like, you're a comedian, come on, be more ambitious. I said, hey, I'm happy. She said, you're not happy. I said, I think I'm happy. She said, no, be more ambitious. I did not sign up for somebody who's going nowhere. I snapped. I told her, look, you knew I wasn't ambitious the day we met. Of all the women in the bar, I approached you. Yeah, you're laughing. I'm single now. And I am looking for love, I'll admit. I'm looking for love. You know, got to get that citizenship, you know. But it's hard to date on a budget. I remember going for a date and the woman made a lot more money than me, which isn't a problem. We're in the 21st century, but I was ashamed. I remember the waiter came up, assumed I was going to pay. Put the bill in front of me, I had to go, I'll get the next one. I felt so pathetic watching her pay. I wanted so badly to be part of the transaction. So I just took the change. I don't understand the British. I saw a beautiful British woman looking at a mirror upset. I said, what's going on? She said, can't you see? It's a fat mirror. I said, what do you mean the mirror's fat? She said, this mirror makes me look fatter than I really am. I said, wow, I think my eyes have the same problem. It was a cultural misunderstanding. I'm from Africa. It's different. When we see someone overweight, we don't think go on a diet. We're more like, where did you get the food? I think we gotta follow her home. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure. Thank you. And then she went, would you die for me? I said, I'd take a punch. And she punched me in the face. And I know you're all worried right now because you've had that post-Brexit divorce talks. Will you get a good deal? Will you get a bad deal? If you get a bad deal, don't worry. I've got the backup plan for you. Join the African Union. We'll take you. Think about it. Your money's been devalued. You had MPs fiddling expenses. You're practically African. Sometimes, and actually, Simon, yesterday you said you like that I'm non-PC, but the brilliant thing is, in the UK, I can be non-PC. I can cross the line. The worst that will happen is one of you will send a complaint letter. I can do jokes about your government, no problem. This is not the same rules in Africa. You think I would ever go to Zimbabwe and do a Robert Mugabe joke? You think I'll go to North Korea and do a Kim Jong-un joke? It would be Britain's got arrests. But I love being here. And I do get some weird racism sometimes, but it's very subtle. It's little things like, I was in a store the other day, somebody saw me, thought I was going to steal something, started following me through the eyes. I just had a bit of fun. I just went, can you help me? I want to steal this. But I'll admit, racism happens in all directions. It's not just white on black. It happens black on white. It happened in my own family. I was so ashamed. A friend of mine from Denmark decided to go backpacking across Africa. He passed through Malawi. Now, a lot of my uncles had seen white people on television, never met one. They got mighty excited. I got a call. He said, hey, your white friend is coming here. Wow, you must stay with me. Don't worry, I can cook rice. I think he figured white people need to eat white food. So I let him stay with my rice uncle, Ben. But after 2 days, my uncle was looking very upset. I said, what's wrong? He said, I think you give me defective white man. I said, what do you mean he's defective? He said, your friend, he acts exactly like us. I said, he's a human being. What did you expect? And with a tear in his eye, I was like, I thought he was going to do some crazy white things. He just wanted a story for the pub. So when no one is looking, I went to Mateus. I said, yo. Next few days, just do some crazy white things. Give him a story. He said, no, I'm the first white man he's ever met. I think it's very important that I don't live up to any false stereotypes. I said, Mateus, you're not paying for food. You're not paying for accommodation. The least you can do is some crazy white things. So he slept with my uncle's wife. And then he took his land. And then he made him a Christian. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure. Thank you. Even ready meals, the food of the lonely says perfect for two. But I'm at that stage in my career, which is interesting, because I get recognized a lot, but a lot of people don't know why they recognize me. I was on a train recently, and someone started making guesses. He's like, did we go to school together, mate? I was like, no, that's not it. Crime Watch! I was like, no, that's not it. He figures it out. He jumps and he says, I saw this guy on BGT. He's really funny. Did you see him? I voted for you 5 times. You're really funny. I saw this guy. One of the people he nudged, did you think he's funny? And the guy he nudged said, no, he was terrible. And then I sat there awkwardly as the entire train carriage erupted into a debate about whether it was funny. As if I wasn't there. He was really funny. No, he was terrible. No, he was funny. No, he was terrible. And I realized I'm the new Brexit. Jokes, but I haven't done any this year because I don't know what's going on. I had to go back to Africa just to see what a stable government looks like. You did it to yourselves. You did it to yourselves. I'm African. I could have advised you. Never have a vote unless you rig it first. But the biggest difference in Africa is actually the churches. Clap your hand if you've been to an African church. In Africa, but I grew up going to British schools, British post-colonial schools. I was fascinated. Like Ghana, did you get educated in Ghana? British schools, right? Oh, what kind of schools? Oh, government schools. Okay. So I don't know what your curriculum was, but our curriculum was very strange. Because we were in Africa, but we were learning English, French, and Latin. We were not learning any African languages. Latin's a dead language. There's no one walking around talking Latin. My school thought there was more chance I'm going to run into the ghost of Julius Caesar than another African. And in history, what did we learn? Oh, we learned about Henry VIII and William the Conqueror. We did not learn any African history, even though we were in Africa. And then I moved to the UK and heard all these people saying, why do all these people? It's not a lot of people. I mean, they're always in the press, but it's a minority. Like, I was mentioned Trump. Do you think like a Trump figure could win in the UK? No, I don't think so. Because look, there are some nutters. There are definitely some nutters in the UK. But I've lived in 9 different countries, and by and large, the UK is the most accepting place I've ever lived. It is. Because most of you could not give a fuck. You are not, in fact, I would go so far as to say, you hate each other more than foreigners. I live in Manchester and I've been told, oh, you're black, it's fine, at least you're not from Liverpool. And the other thing which is lovely is, I mean, if you ever need it, I bet they all know if they had a few immigrants working in the office. been farting.
So guys, you see this comedian, the Malawian comedian. So he's taking the opportunity to remind them, that if, then what strikes my attention or what excites me is how he reminds them. You see, in that show, or in this show, there is a few black people, and he's the only black person standing on the stage, and he reminds them, if it was during the time of the slave trade, that could be an auction, and the whites would be there, stating, giving out their beads, and it's good to remember of where we have come from. When you remember your past is meant to help you prepare for your present, or to prepare yourself in the present and for the future. So when you remember where you came from, you'll be attentive to what is happening in the present, and that should help us, guys, to know what is happening to the black people right now, and this is the time the black people are rising up against any form of slavery, and even mental slavery, and economic slavery. Like now in countries in Africa like Ghana, they are rising against the French, economic oppressions, because when a country comes to pretend that they are giving you military aid, that country is what they are looking for in terms of their benefits. There is what they are looking to benefit from you. So it's never free, and that's called upon us black people to be vigilant, in resisting mental slavery. So guys, thank you for coming to watch this video. Please consider to subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload a video. See you in my next one.